Actually, so this is a very high stage. To come to that stage where when you chant Krishna's holy name, you start crying, you start laughing, you uncontrollably, you start dancing like a madman. Now, we all have been chanting Krishna's holy name so many years. When we chant, what will happen? Tears come in our eyes. Not tears of joy. When my 16 rounds will get over, tears will come from our eyes. So, the kind of tears that is described in the Bhagavatam is not coming, no. So, for that, there is another important stage which has to be fulfilled before that. Evam Vrataha, when we are engaged in rigidly chanting the holy name a fixed number of times every day without fail, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, before we come to this stage where our heart starts melting in love for Krishna, before that stage, there is another stage. What is that stage? That stage is developing firm conviction that the holy name is non-different from Krishna himself. When I chant Krishna's holy name, Krishna is personally present there. When I chant the Supreme Lord's holy name, that holy name is non-different from Krishna. It is Krishna only. There is no difference. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Abhinnatva Nama Naminoho. There is no difference. Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatva Nama Naminoho. There is no difference between the Nama and the Naminaha. Between the holy name and the person who is named. There is no difference. In this material world, there is a big difference between the name and the person who is named. Just by uttering the name of the person does not become present there. But Nama Naminaho Abhinatvan, the holy name of Krishna and Krishna are non-different. When we say Krishna, Krishna is personally present there. So this is the first stage we have to reach. That firm conviction that there is no difference between Krishna and Krishna's holy name, and the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is Purna Shuddha, it is completely pure, Nitya Muktaha, it is eternally liberated, it is not part of this material world. All material sounds are not Mukta, they are all bound to this material world, they are bound by various material conditions. Once you have uttered a material sound vibration, then that's over. It is over. You cannot hear it again. It is, and you have to utter it in a particular, so many conditions are there. Your ears have to be proper to be able to hear the holy name, to be able to hear material sound, and it has to be uttered in a place where it can be heard. If there is some other sound, it cannot be heard. Like this, so many conditions are there which govern material sound. And when you utter a material sound, that has no link with with whatever object you are indicating. If you tell mango, that does not mean immediately mango is there. That is the limitation of material sound, you see. Material sound is completely different from the object which it's named. But all such limitations do not apply to the holy name of the Lord. And that is why it is Nitya Muktaha. It is eternally liberated from all material conditions. And it is Abhinnatvan. There is no difference between Krishna and Krishna's holy name. This we have to understand and be convinced of very strongly. Unless that conviction is there, we will not be able to come to the stage of Dhruta Chitta, to come to the stage of our heart melting whenever we chant Krishna's name. So we have to cross this first stage. So once we cross this stage, then once we are strongly convinced about this, then what will happen is our heart will start melting. That is the next thing that will happen. The symptom of a person who has understood, who is firmly convinced that there is no difference between the holy name and Krishna himself, is that when he chants, he will be never inattentive in his chanting. His chanting will be fully attentive. Why? Because Krishna himself is personally present. That understanding if you have, no question of your attention going anywhere else. So if you are able to chant attentively, that means you have understood the non-difference between the holy name and Krishna himself. We have to be firmly convinced of this. So we should all have this goal. This should be our first goal, to chant attentively and to develop the conviction fully that Krishna is not different from his holy name. Then what will happen? Dhruta chitta uchchaihi hasatyatho roditi rauti. One will start crying, tears will start flowing from the eyes, all in separation from Krishna. All this will happen.